on to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Razorbacks offense will take the field first. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now.
Wants to throw it on third. Catch in the middle. It's Benedict. Working their way closer and closer. A third. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the catch. There's nothing you could have done defensively to prevent that effort. Now, all of a sudden, the offense, man, they are knocking on the door.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the USF Bulls offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they...
Makes the grab deep. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Quickly complete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. The Bulls want to move quickly. Gonna look downfield again. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Boys, you got this.
With the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off. A big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
2nd down.
Handoff from the gun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Shows him the stiff arm. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
The receiver. Pick up on 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got a chance. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Oh, he's got some space. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7th. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Benedict. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Razorbacks! A great catch and run for 6.
Number 35. Catch and score.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Cincinnati is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beating. They're trailing by 15 to Air Force.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught in the backfield, it's Poe. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the tight end. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulls.
And I like this this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll try the run. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulls in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He leaves it with his back. And they'll knock him down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wide out. On target over the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 with the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. The Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Bulls. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run play action. Got a man, it's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll park it at the 39. Gonna run it. It's Lemon. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, USF! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the 1st interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might be changing the route. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
2nd down coming up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, South Florida. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 25 to Air Force. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man in the middle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
He's going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the grab on the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bulls are on the move. They'll give it to him again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the red zone, it's Lemon. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Bulls. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Wants to throw on third. Quickly to the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Razorbacks have moved it inside the 20. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in big spots over the years, and I can't think of a worse beating. They're trailing by 28 to Air Force.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Wide open downfield.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Touchdown, Bulls! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Arkansas, 28.
And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. Sends it back in motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defense, offensive linemen late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, USF! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
56, Arkansas, 28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it down the middle. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Benedict. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They want to run it left here. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. That is no good. They blow the field goal. something finally goes wrong.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
They're setting up the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Looking to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The snap sets up the throw. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Hand off to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bulls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Running the red zone. It's Lemon. Sweet cut there. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just...
Points we've seen in big moments in this game. They have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been